So let's create this realistic cup in Infinite Painter. First of all, change the background color to black. Now enable the vertical symmetry tool so that whatever you draw on one of the sides will appear on both sides. And lock it to the position. Now go to the brushes and select the MONOLINE brush from the calligraphy and keep the size at around 40% and select the white color. Now draw a oval shape in the center of the canvas. Now of course you can move it using the wrap tool with the basic one. Now drag it a little bit to the top, and that's okay. Now we're gonna draw the full cup shape, so we need a curve on both sides. Now draw a curve in the bottom too. You can work more on that if you are not satisfied with the shape of it. And after doing it, go to the fill tool and fill the white color in it. Now disable the vertical symmetry tool and add a new layer and drag it below previous layer. Now we are gonna draw the handle of the curve, so we need a curve like this and then draw a curve on top of it and now at the bottom. Also don't forget to close the shape so that the color won't come out. Now if you are not satisfied with the shape of the handle, you can of course change it using the wrap tool. Now add a new layer and keep it below all the layers. Now using the MONOLINE brush again, we are gonna draw a oval shape in the middle of previous oval using this color that is being displayed on the screen right now. And fill the color in it. Now here I am drawing the coffee splashing out of the curve so that it will be more interesting to look at. Just observe how I am creating it, and after doing it you can fill the color in it. You can of course take the reference from the Google by just searching splashing water or coffee. Don't forget to close the shape whenever you are going to fill the color in it. Okay, now we are gonna erase some of the parts like this using the MONOLINE brush again. Tap your two fingers on the skin whenever you need to undo your action. Okay, we are done with it. Now we're gonna draw some of the circles that is splashing out of the cup like this. You can zoom it in for better drawing. Okay, now add a new layer and clip it to that main white layer, that is the cup layer, and select the soft airbrush from the sprayers and keep the size at around 50% and use the gray color that is being displayed on the screen right now in the left side. Use it to the right side more because the reflection of the white light is coming from the left. Now I'm gonna use some little black too. Of course, you can decrease the size of the brush whenever you need. Just keep in mind that the light is coming from the left direction. You can of course erase it using the same brush if you are feeling that it's too much. As the light is coming from the top left corner, so you have to erase some of the top part using the same brush. You can of course use some white color using the soft airbrush again for better reflection. Here I am using some white to the left corner because of course the light is coming from the left, and a little bit to the right. And using some black at the bottom. Now if you are done with it, just tap on the layer and click the merge. Okay, now we are gonna do the same with the handle of the cup too. Just clip a new layer onto that and use the soft airbrush for adding some shadow on the handle. Create a curve like this, so dark that it will be almost like black, and now we are gonna erase it using the same brush. Erase it more from the bottom. Now just add a little grey on top of it too. Not too much, just a little. Now add a new layer and use the white color for creating a better reflection. And erase it at the corner so that it won't be so hard. This time clip a new layer on top of the coffee splashing layer. And again select the soft airbrush from the sprayers. And use it at the bottom, first using the maximum size, and then you have to decrease the size of the brush for some of the parts. Always remember the color is displaying on the left side of the video. And you can also download the color palette from the link in the description. Now we are gradually going to increase the darkness of the color. Here I am using the brush size of around 20 to 30% for better detail. I am using the dark color at the corners and where there is a need of some depth in the coffee. You can zoom it in for the better viewing angle. As the light is coming from the top side, so the darker side should be the bottom. So add some dark color at the bottom of these drops. Now we are gonna use black at the left side. Keep size at around 20 to 30%. And if you have done it too much, then you can erase it using the same brush. Now add some black to the darker sides again. Now we are done with the dark. Now we are gonna use some light color. So we are gonna use it using the brush size of around 20% and use it at the top sides of the coffee where there is no darkness, of course. And use the pure white for the drops. Okay, we are done with it. Now merge all the clipped layers and add a new layer. Now use the MONOLINE brush from the calligraphy for creating some hard reflections on the coffee surface. Use the brush size of around 20%. And add some little ones too. Now we are gonna erase it, so we need to decrease the opacity at around 80% and then go to the brushes and select the soft airbrush from there. Keep size at around 20% and erase some of the part. Now we are gonna make the edges softer, so use the maximum size of the brush. Okay, we're done with it. Now merge all the layers into one and the final layer is your product. Now of course you can change the shape and size of it using the wrap tool. Now we are also gonna create the reflection of the cup to the surface. Now duplicate that layer by tapping on that and select the bottom layer and turn it around using the wrap tool and click on the mirror tool from there and drag it to the bottom like this. Now decrease the opacity to around 80% and you have to erase the bottom part of it using the soft airbrush so that there will be a darker part of it. Okay, like this. Now merge that layer too and we're done with it. And that's it. If you enjoyed watching the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.